the Wheatgrass Band. My God. That song brings back a lot of memories. What does it remind you of, Jim?
70s, yeah.
70s. What were you doing in the 70s?
Being a kid, riding dirt bikes.
Well, how do you like that? Were you listening to that incredible Stevie Wonder song when you were on a dirt bike?
No, but when I came in and watched Sesame Street, I did.
Oh my God. See, he's aging me at this point. All right, so let me tell you something. We had a weird thing happen in London. A lot of weird things happen in London. Every time I'm over there, some strange event occurs. But now this is 32 pounds of strangeness. 32 tons, forget pounds of strangeness. Out in the middle of the street, they dumped carrots. Now, the only good part of this is the complexion of the sidewalk got much better from the vitamin A. But the fact is, they couldn't figure out who did this. They investigated it. Scotland Yard. Can you imagine they had to have Scotland Yard find out who dumped the carrots? And it was an advanced graduate student at the art school there. And what happened? This is the way that he was going to tell his family he was a vegan. There's a lot of easier ways to do this, I can tell you that. And so the fact is, if you ever dump carrots on the street and they come after you and they want to give you a fine, it may be a very large fine, tell them this has already been done in London, England. And there you go. That's what it looks like. Now, the fact is, what is a possibility for you and your family? You don't have to do strange things. You can do normal things to take your life back. Every single day we watch how people are awakening around the globe and how people are finally recognizing that what they stick in their mouth, chew, and swallow has a lot to do with their well-being. And so we here at the Institute know one thing, that when you eat healthy food, it empowers every one of those cells in your body, including your muscles, to get strong and healthy, your brain to function the way it should, and more importantly, you can dance better. Let's try to dance from carrots. Do a carrot song. You know that carrot song we used to do, right? Whoa!
I'm better since I was far acquainted with
That's it. So now we're going to bring in Mike McGann. Mike McGann, I had the pleasure to meet about 2 years ago. He's a fixture here in South Florida in the media, and he has a lot of good that he does. He's always out there helping people with their charities. Mike, welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Brian. How are you?
Good, very well. Awesome. Come and sit and join us.
Thank you, my friends. Thanks for having me on.
So tell me what happened to you. How come you got into the media?
Well, I'm the youngest of 5, Brian. You have to kind of say, notice me, when that's happening.
That's it. So where do you get that great voice? Give the Mike McGann voice that I hear all the time.
Well, I haven't shut up since I was 4 years old, Brian. It's one of those kinds of things where it just started and it never really ended.
So what do your mom and dad think about you when you were growing up?
I think that they wondered exactly what was wrong with me for a while. There was not a whole lot of silence at any given time, and I was making up my own languages, but just communication was always kind of my thing. And for a long time, it was, how can I be noticed? And then as I got older, it was, how can I use this to get into doing something I enjoy? And then it was, how can I find a way to maybe help some people that way?
Yeah, so you do a lot of helping. I know, to make this a little more serious now, that you have a child that's autistic.
I do.
And you often help the autistic associations here.
I've done a number of events for them. I've hosted events at the Jupiter Lighthouse. I have done some auctioneering and fundraising for various charities that involve autism. Yeah. I have also tried very hard to keep him with me publicly as often as I can. So not only does he get more used to seeing people around, but people get more used to what the behaviors may be and understand inside he is a normal little boy who sometimes has a hard time understanding and communicating. It kind of helps to bring people together, and he makes me a better man every day anyway.
He does, and I see you bring him to work.
I do.
I'm at the station, and that's lovely.
Yes.
How old is he now?
He is going to be 11 next month, in fact, which is mind-blowing to me. But he's been a gift in a lot of ways for me.
Yeah, it is a gift. And those of you listening that you don't know, it's really amazing to me that now it's predicted in the next few years that half the children born in the developed world will have some level of autism. Now let's get on a lighter subject. I know in your work, you're given an opportunity to meet some pretty famous people.
Yeah, I've had some interesting, Brian Clement, of course, is someone that
I'm
I
not
speak to
famous
pretty
enough.
often.
Famous people that everyone would know.
Well,
Talk
I
about.
think that one of my favorites to know was Burt Reynolds, because he was a good friend of the radio station I work at. His last public appearance was an event for our radio station, and he was just someone that I got to an interview with him not too long before he passed away. Mm-hmm. And I'm able to hold on to the sense of gratitude that he had. To me, that's one of the reasons he was so successful. BR, I always call him BR, was someone that exemplified that sense of being grateful for where he had been, the work he put in to get there, and the people that worked with him along the way. Of the people I've worked with, he may have been my favorite.
Yeah, right here in West Palm Beach where Hippocrates is where he grew up.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. When I was a younger guy working in retail, he was a pretty common customer at some of the stores I worked at. And again, always a great guy, good sense of humor, and he always has such a strong presence. I tried to emulate that, and I hope I can get a tenth of it somewhere.
Now, your boss, Dick, is one of the most extraordinary characters I've ever met in my life. So talk a little bit about, I went into his home.
Oh, yeah, well, yes, you know then. I mean,
he has pictures of everything from Frank Sinatra to the Beatles. I mean...
Oh, it's wild. I mean, it's almost like he's wallpapered with framed pictures of himself through the past 50 years or so with celebrities. But he also is someone who does a lot of good as far as preserving music, as far as working with charities, and he is exactly who he appears to be.
That's what I think.
Not a lot of people are, but Dick's one of them.
I agree with you on that one. So in the future, we're going to be playing a game. You ready to play a game?
I'm generally ready to play games, Brian. I'm not going to have to call my sponsor, am I?
No. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. This is beautiful music playing here now. You can't dance when I put this on you, though.
Oh, you're killing me, Brian.
So you can't hear what I'm going to be saying. You're going to have to...
All right, let's double check that. We'll make absolutely sure.
Watch my sexy lips, and then you have to basically discover...
Okay, yeah. There's a great bass line going, but that's all I'm hearing.
So watch these lips. Remember the Sticky Fingers, the front of that album? That's what I always fantasize my lips look like. But this is sticky mess rather than sticky fingers. So I'm going to say words, and you're going to have to guess.
I'm assuming he's saying something to me right now. That's how well these work.
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to focus.
Okay, here we go. Enzymes.
What? The vocal just kicked in.
Enzymes.
I'm going to guess clatu barada nicto because I've got nothing.
That one he failed at. All right, let's get rid of that.
That was a tough one.
Little puppies.
I love you too, my baby.
Boy, either you have never taken courses on lip interpretation. Vitamin B12.
Frenchman Bulldog Megalodon.
Or let's just do one more.
Wow.
This guy's losing right along. Colonics.
What?
Colonics.
I like peanut butter too, Brian.
All right. Now I've got to go through the same torture.
That's a challenge.
So hand me those things over.
All right.
And you're going to give me words. Let's see if I'm any better.
All right.
Thank God you're not deaf.
No,
I
I'm
can tell
very
you that.
excited for some of these, by the way.
What the hell is that?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's very impressive. So let's give this a try. Are you ready?
Wheatgrass. Wheatgrass.
All right, he is correct. It is wheatgrass. All right, how about this one?
Don't know that one.
Not so easy now, is it? All right. Oh, this is a very exciting one.
Helamum.
Oh, you're close.
Helamum.
No, that was enema. All right.
Deep shit.
Possibly so. That one was kimchi, and let's find this.
Eat sprouts.
Eat sprouts. You
Oh!
Brian.
All right, congratulations. At
Well,
least I got two.
Did I get any of mine?
None.
None. All right.
You
well,
were
I guess I'm not
desperately
surprised.
bad. I mean, I can tell you.
It was unbelievable.
I'm telling you. So let me ask you about how long you've been a personality on radio and television, and what it's like to a lot of people listening there see guys like you every single day,
Right.
and they wonder. This must be a really easy job. So.
Well, it's funny because I've been in the industry for 20 years, and it's something that it is a lot of fun. People get into it because they feel it's easy and fun, but in reality, it's 50% that. It can be a tremendous blast, but at the other hand, I mean, it's not an easy thing. It's an industry a lot of people want to get into. Yeah. It takes a long time to make connections, to make bones, to get comfortable doing things. Yes. And I mean, I remember at one point, I was brand new, I was working at a radio station. They moved us into the home office, and within a week, I was the only one left. I felt desperately out of my depth, Brian. And I was eating, I think, a little lunch bucket of SpaghettiOs by myself in a production studio, wondering why I'd ever made the decision to get into this business. And I wondered why they tasted so salty. And it was because I was silently crying. I had no idea. My tears were running into my mouth and flavoring my SpaghettiOs. And I got thinking, this is the biggest mistake I've ever made. And the next thought was, but it's not. Stay through this week, and you'll be set for a career.
Well, I'm going to tell you. I think that you're a great singer, and I think that you should be recording more. I want you to sing a couple of songs here.
Are you going to make me do this?
Absolutely, you have to do it. When you come on to the Hippocrates Late Night Show, this is torture.
All right, well, I'm
Look
going
at
to
what
start.
we did with the words.
I love that. I'm going to start by giving an apology to the band,
right.
Because.
Get up there and see
Look,
if
I'm
this
not
guy
a pro, but I
let's give
kind
him
of
a
know what
hand,
I'm
see if he
doing.
can sing.
All right, let's see if we can do this. All right, so maybe a bit of swing. Perhaps, how about little can't take my eyes off of you. Will that work for you? It's not always in my key.
Good.
So I'm just
Oldie
gonna do the
but
best I
goodie.
can with this, and we're going to hope. And I expect Brian's mic up for sing-along on this if we can make that happen. All right, so again, there's been no rehearsal on this, so if this is horrible, it's my fault. The band is amazing, and let's have a virtual round of applause for them, could we? All right, so ready for a little Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons by way of this guy, and my lab just came out, but it's all right. I'm going to hold on to it with this hand. All right, so if we're ready.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long as love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. But in the way that I stare, there's no one else to compare. The sight of you makes me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, then let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Come on, everyone.
Hey! Quite alright, I need you, baby. I wanna every night I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't bring me down this way. Pretty baby, now that I heard you say, let me love you, baby. Let me love you. Can't take my eyes off of you. You realize, yeah, there's a time I wanna know you so much. As long as love has a rhyme, and I think I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Hey!
McMgann. Hey! Hey! Can we do one more? I'll sit in.
Oh,
Let's
I
go.
love it. Are you kidding me? All right, you know, there's a... I'm thinking about this a bit. There's a song that's... I guess we can say it's kind of about a new song. What do you think? Little Bobby Darin?
Oh, good old Bobby.
Let's do it. And now, I mean, I see Brian Clements, director and host, sitting in. And by the way, let's have a little virtual round of applause for that band, because that was just fantastic.
Fantastic.
Tremendous fun. Oh, go ahead, man. You're a pro. I'm just kind of going along. The sharp babe has such cute tears, and it shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Mackie babe, and it keeps it out of sight. Dark bites, yeah, so keep babe. Solid pillows, dark blue spread. Fancy gloves, though, has old Mackie babe. So they never go a place to work. On the sidewalk, ha ha, Sunday morning, lots of body, just losing life. Yeah, so sweet, of that hard and fast. Now that beat is like a sailor. Could it be a portion something around? Jimmy Diver, Lucy Baldwin, look out to this. Lotta Lenya and old Lucy Brown. Well, the line falls on the right day. Now that Maggie's back in town. I said Jimmy Diver, Lucy Baldwin, look out to this. Lotta Lenya, that old Lucy Brown. Oh, the line falls on the right page. Now that Maggie's back in town. Look out on Maggie's back. All right. Thank you guys so much for that. Brian, unbelievable.
Mike McGann! Yo!
How about that?
Come on,
Brian?
sit down.
Unbelievable. Woo! I'm about 10 pounds lighter now, Brian.
I know, what a talented guy.
Well, what Hippocrates? I'm already on weight loss, my friend. Just
I
from
know.
that.
Well, look it. I know that you're adapting the diet here as much as you can.
I am, and I'll tell you, I've really enjoyed it because I love to cook.
Yeah.
And I have, I found it's funny. I am prone sometimes to gout.
Yeah.
My history, it's part of it. When I started doing a completely plant-based diet earlier this year, the inflammation went way down. I had no issues. I healed faster. There are a lot of benefits to it. And it was a lot of fun to cook. And I mean, I know there's raw food as well. When I say cook, I mean things I shredded, mashed, and put together and prepared. And spicy sauces and all kinds of great things. And it was not at all limiting. It actually opened my mind up to a lot. So I'm grateful.
Mike, we want to thank you for coming in today. Mike McGann.
Thank you,
Till
Brian.
next time, we'll be back with the Late Night Hippocrates program.
I